Regarding a monitor arm clamp, top reviews from the United States. 1 out of 5 stars. Immovable joints. The Pope's stance on premarital sex is more adjustable than this thing. 283 people found this helpful. Thank you for your feedback. 5 stars. Cool place. Animals seem tired. You can hold a baby alligator and they have other animals to pet. Kid-friendly unless you have unfriendly kids, at which point, just toss them over the fence and do the world a favor. Response from the owner? Thank you. This is for the Arkansas Alligator Farm and a pet something? I guess it's an alligator farm. Feed the gators. Your kids, if they're, being rambunctious enough. 3 out of 5 stars. My cat is special. The product itself is fine, and I assume works as it's designed to if your cat actually gets in it. My cat is struggling with understanding how to use it, and after having it for over a month, still has not actually sat in it once. I tried putting food in it and catnip to encourage her, and she ended up underneath it instead of in it. She's special. If nothing else, it was at least worth some laughs. I mean, hey, your cat's enjoying it. They're not using it for the intended purpose, but they're getting a kick out of it, that's for sure. What a great ad for this attorney. 1 out of 5 stars. She's a shark. She'll take and take and take, and in the end, you end up broke. If you like to waste your money on legal lies, Jen is for you. Response from the owner. In the interest of accuracy, please note that this review is not from my client, but from the ex-spouse of my client. That is a pretty good advertisement, not gonna lie. 5 stars. Great place. I consider these people closer than my family. My real family died in 2013 in a horrible car crash, which I relive every night before I go to sleep. Awesome burrito Sancho. Response from the owner. Thank you so much. I'm sorry about family, Alex. 5 stars. I have no memory of buying this. Size 3/4 inch axle hole. I don't remember buying this, or what I may have done with it, but I buy a lot of bike parts, so it gets 5 stars. He's a fan of bike parts, what can you say? Almost 1.6 years of total playtime. The Elder Scrolls Online. Recommended 40.5 hours the last 2 weeks, and 13,870 hours on record. 9,999.9 hours at review time. Boring after 10,000 hours. Damn, he realized it was boring after 10,000 hours and continued to play another 3,870. I cannot fathom playing a game that long, but hey, I'm happy for you, I think. Baby carrier review. 5 stars. Fat baby capable. Color Oxford blue. Recently bought this product as a new father. Wanted to ensure product was suitable for my 2-month-old son. Tested the carrier with my 28-year-old 80-kilogram friend to ensure the carrier system was serviceable. Nil indications of carrier ripping or breaking was evident. Would recommend this carrier to anyone with an overweight baby. I mean, yeah, these things are not for adults or 28-year-olds, but the fact that it can hold that definitely would give me some confidence that my baby wouldn't just fall out of it or it would just break. So that's actually good. Great, good product. 5 stars. Is your garage really small for your car? Mine too. That's why I bought these screaming chickens in bulk. I velcroed them to the stoop in my garage, and now they alert me when I've come to the edge without destroying my bumper. Their squawk is almost loud enough to break the sound barrier and sure to make your children laugh every time. And they'll know when you get home too. I know that the older generations like to use a hanging tennis ball, but these screaming chickens are more on trend. Plus, you can use the leftovers as dog toys or unique party favors. Amazon wants me to include a picture, so here are my chickens in their Velcro bondage. You get 6 in a pack, but my dog stole one and my child stole the other to prank his teacher. I mean, yeah, it's functional and hilarious. I mean, that's what you want out of things, I guess. That's what I want. I like goofy things that are also helpful. It's just a big clock. Review of Big Ben. 1 out of 5 circles. I don't understand all the hype with this clock. It is literally just a clock. It's going to be a digital one in 30 years anyway. God, I sure hope not. That would, like, ruin it. Like, it looks cool the way it is. Maybe it can stay that way, right? 4 out of 5 stars. Good product. House burnt down. I really like this product. I was able to plug in all my Christmas lights, my TV, my space heater, and still charge my electronics with the USBs. I took off 1 star because it caused an electrical fire that burnt down my house. Turns out the wires inside my walls were only rated for the heat from 2 plugs, not 24. Good cord length, too. Owner of company died? 1 star. 1 out of 5 stars by Karen Miller. I would be a repeat customer. However, apparently they aren't in business anymore. I've been trying to reach them for months. Then I Googled David Hoggard, the owner of the company, and found out he passed away. Oh, sorry. I need 10 to 15 windows replaced in the home I recently bought. That sucks, Karen. 1 out of 5 stars. The cats are great. The staff, not so much. I made a joke about the Chinese eating cats a minute or 2 after we went in. Why would you do that? Instead of asking us, me and my son, to leave straight away, she waited for half an hour until we were ready to go, took our 16 pounds, 6 pound each to sit with the cats, and another 4 pounds for a bottle of water and cup of tea, and then asked me to never go back because I had offended her. She obviously wasn't offended enough to miss the chance of getting my money. A quick Google search proved that my joke was factually correct. They do eat cats in some Chinese provinces. So that gives you the right to just, like, make a racist is that a word? Assumption? A racist assuming joke about Chinese people as a whole? Yeah, I'm glad you lost your money. Me disliking the math video in 3rd grade be like. 1 out of 5 stars. Amazing movie, but we have to write an essay on it, so 1 out of 5 stars. Me with any book I read in school. I mean, yeah, this book is really good, and I'm enjoying it. But I don't want to write a goddamn assignment about it. Can I just read it? Fallout New Vegas. Oh god, we're about to see like 100,000 hour playtime on this bad boy. Oh, okay, 66.8 hours on record. Recommended. I wiped out the entire Roman Empire for my dog's brain surgery. Seems like the right thing to do. 1 out of 5 stars. My wife got a McFish from here using Uber Eats, and now she is dead. She is dead. You guys kill her with your fishes. 1 star. A human rights violation. Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty. Not recommended. They turned me French during a mission. Now that's just a damn shame. The best kind of fun. DayZ. Recommended. 1,203 hours on record. This game is fun, but not like Minecraft fun. More like shoving glass shards in your ass and having a bath in Tabasco sauce fun. I don't know why I said Tabasco like that. It was weird. This person wrote an unhinged poem about glue. All right. We have glue, and it comes with a bunch of... I don't know what... I noticed the caps. That makes sense, but I don't know what those, like, 5 stick things, like, with the prongs on the end of it. Maybe it's to, like, clear the glue out of the tube if it gets dried in it. I have no idea. 4 out of 5 stars. Not for jewelry. Not for jewelry, no, not one bit. It's so sticky and tacky, I almost threw a fit. I used this for BF, his gaming headset broke. It then curled for 3 whole days, we really let it soak. Then his headset snapped, it literally broke in half. It seemingly made things worse, I struggle not to laugh. I tried to like this glue, I tried my very best. The only thing this worked for, it glued my laptop to my desk. Beautiful. Dr. Seuss is back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh god, you can buy caskets on Amazon? $771 doesn't seem too bad. 5 stars, no complaints from Grandpa. Review of Gulf of America on Google Maps. 1 out of 5 stars. I went there, but there was this old American guy with a strange hairdo and makeup yelling, "We call it Gulf of America now. It's a great name, a beautiful name. I named it myself, you know. This is a great victory. The Mexicans never paid for my wall, so I renamed the Gulf. It's a great Gulf." He smelt bad too. Liar's Bar. Recommended. 4.6 hours on record. As a devout Christian and a follower of God, playing a game centered around lying is hard. Want to know what's even harder? Me. After seeing Watermelon Titties Bunny Cupcake and Micro Titty Goth GF Foxy, thank you to the developers for fulfilling my Zootopia fetish. Changes I'd like to see, VR anti-cheat. Our neighborhood haunted house had 1 5-star review out of like 9 reviews. This is it. 5 stars. My 3 boys loved it. They enjoyed it so much. They have autism. They enjoyed the lights, the sounds, the actors. Great job, guys. Thanks for the moment. Can't wait for the next one. 4 out of 5 stars. Could you please tell Jessica to stop wearing that smelly vest? We appreciate the stars and we'll share your feedback, says Price Chopper. A bit too much. Dude, how old is this screenshot? It's like on an iPhone 3GS. What the hell? Victorinox Swiss Army Swiss Champ XAVT. 3 out of 5 stars, a bit too much. 2012, yeah, this has to be old. I found this knife while hiking through Europe. It was stuck in a rock. It's nice, but I found that by pulling it out, I became king of Switzerland, which is a bit more than I bargained for. Women's leggings. Glad they classified which private area they were talking about, just in case you weren't sure. 3 out of 5 stars. Comfortable, but show a sweat patch around private area. These are comfortable, but when I returned home from a spin class and looked in the mirror, I had a wet sweat patch covering my private area, vag, which made me feel embarrassed. So, just a warning. Yeah, I think we know. I think we know what the private area is, but thank you for clarifying. One way of describing it, Pride and Prejudice, vintage classics. 1 out of 5 stars, just a bunch of people going to each other's houses. Alright, top reviews. 5 stars. Good lube. It's lube. Not much more to say. Sometimes I like covering my body in it and pretend to be a slug while sliding around in my bathroom. Well, I'm so happy for you, dude. 2 out of 5 stars. What happened to that mouse? Oh my god. Poor battery life, side buttons drive me nuts. Battery life is poor. I am blowing through 2 AAA batteries every 2 weeks. I switched to rechargeable ones, and the tiny buttons on the left of the mouse, my fingers would randomly hit those, and that makes you jump back a page on the internet. I tried, but could not find a way to disable them in software. Microsoft Mouse app would not accept this mouse to remap the buttons, so I ground them both off with a Dremel tool. I guess it's okay for now. Dude. Like, just don't hit those buttons. Like, how big is your thumb? 1 out of 5 stars. Attention, not recommended. Disgraceful owner. He wanted to hold me and call the police because he thought I had stolen several rings. When I left my bag open and said I was calling the police, he let me go for his happiness. Generally shitty quality at not really good prices. You tried to steal 3 rings. We recovered 2 rings from your fingers, but you had 1 in your pocket. When I tried to call the police, you ran away from my store. And at that time, there was a German customer in my shop who also saw you steal the rings. I have witnesses. They got your ass. 1 out of 5 stars. I've seen nuclear bunkers with better decor than this box of a school. I'd rather be taught in a coffin. Shower curtain review. 5 stars. Very clear, easy to watch my GF shower. I really like this product because I can see right through the shower liner and watch my girlfriend take a shower. Makes me feel secure knowing that she is the only one in there, as I have had problems in the past with opaque shower liners where she was able to hide other partners while she washes. Why is she still your girlfriend, dude? Like, come on. 2 out of 5 stars. I'm skibbity. Good for you. The absolute biggest skill issue. Goat Simulator 3. Not recommended. 1.6 hours on record. This is most stupid game ever. It's basically for toddlers or people with little or no intelligence. The music is repetitive. The goals are moronic and sometimes even bugged. For example, you can't complete the do a 720 double front flip trick. Bad graphics, you can't defend yourself against hostile humans, your goat falls over after every jump, and you have to press a button to recover. That's a waste of time. $40 is way too high for games of this quality. Boredom. There's nothing to keep you interested. I mean, dude, like, I hope you refunded it. You're under the 2-hour window. If you couldn't have fun in this stupid goat game, that's your problem. Tons of soup reviews on an uninhabited remote island called Inaccessible Island. Inaccessible Island. 2 out of 5 stars. Slow Wi-Fi and breakfast is repetitive. I don't know what that means in a context of breakfast, but 1 out of 5 stars, very bad soup. And then 5 stars, where is Phelps' Cucuruco horn? 2 out of 5 stars, they were all out of soup. 1 out of 5 stars, no soup for you. 1 out of 5 stars, completely inaccessible. Would not recommend. 1 out of 5 stars, I see no soup up here. Gorilla 9-ounce heavy-duty construction adhesive ultimate. Those poor gorillas, dude. I put this stuff on everything. It's delicious. You can really taste the gorilla. 5 stars. 5 stars. Best milk I've ever experienced. But the best part is the way that the young man who works there pulls the teats. You can tell this young man has a passion. I think he said his name is Wesley. God bless you, Wesley. Angkor Wat reviews. I don't know if that's the person's name or if this is a product of some sort. I don't know. 1 out of 5 stars. Why they built the temples an hour away from the airport is a mystery to me. Most inconvenient. Yeah, I think when it comes to, you know, these landmarks around the world, we should start moving airports closer to them so I can just get off the plane, go see it, and then walk back to the airport and go home. Because, I mean, honestly, what else is there to do, right? I think we should start considering that. Maybe we should build more landmarks near airports. I think that's a really good idea. I think this person's onto something. What in the hell? Skull emoji. 2 out of 5 stars. Why can't I touch an elephant's testicles? What is this a review for? Are you at a zoo? Why? I don't. Finnish people are weird, man. Finally, received a response from Wagamama. Only took 14 years. 3 out of 5 stars. Worst experience I've had in a Wagamama chain. Had to wait a good 10 minutes longer than my girlfriend for my food, and it was not very warm. Wagamama standard is usually much higher. And they responded an hour ago. Hey Donald, thanks for taking the time to share your experience at Wagamama Max Plane. I'm really sorry to hear that your visit didn't meet our usual standards. Hey, I mean, it was 14 years later, but at least they got back to you, right? 1 out of 5 stars at the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. I'm disappointed in the lack of whimsy. The subject of 9/11 is depressing enough, and this establishment does little to lighten the mood. Will not be returning. Okay, dude. I can't help but feel like this one's serious. I feel like there is some jackass out there who would say this. Apparently, Charlotte has never unboxed wiper blades before. 1 out of 5 stars. Worst wipers ever. They smear water and not wipe away. This was my first time using them. The blade is sliding out. Shall I remind you, this is first rainstorm I've used them. Worst wipers of all time.